Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about the audio that I had in that clip that I uploaded. I thought it was awesome, but there were those that thought it was human, or that the sounds didn't correlate with the normal Bigfoot sounds or whatever. I just think that's pretty stupid, to be honest. I do think there were two Sasquatch at that particular place, because there's a water trough off to the left, and the only way that you can get to the back side of that water trough is to step over it. So I think there were two at the same time, and I think the one we heard on there was the other one that was getting into the water. The main one, I think, was trying to not get filmed while messing with the camera. You know, and a lot of people assume that Sasquatch has one certain way of doing things and that's it. And I disagree. I think they're adaptable. I think they very well could change to fit with their environment. They could change to fit with anything. If you can get a blue jay or a crow to talk and to be tame, a Sasquatch can do the same, if not more. I'm not saying we want them tame, but I'm just saying they can figure us out, no questions asked. As far as adapting goes, I think they're totally adaptable. Their stealth is just undeniably good. They are better than any special forces guy. They can hide. They're big, which gives them a little bit of a downfall, but the difference is, I think, and I've heard this before, I think that they do drop on all fours when they run. Now, I don't know that they do that if there's no one around. They probably don't. But it would make sense if they did. When people were around, it would break up their silhouette. It would make them almost appear as an animal, like a deer or a bear. And their hair's a great way to break up their silhouette. And not only that, but to keep them warm. I think their skin also has adapted to be thicker than ours by a lot. I don't know that for sure. I'm just saying. The thing about their adaptability, I think, if there's game, if there's berries, there's nuts, and whatever else they need to survive, water, if all those are met, along with being remote, if all those are met, there very well could be a Sasquatch there. The key, though, is there's got to be enough of each one of those. There's got to be enough game, which here there's more than plenty. There's got to be berries, which are here. There's got to be mushrooms and that kind of thing, which are here. And pine nuts, which are in very few places. This happens to be one of the better. So there's tons of them. And the springs where the water come up, there's probably a spring every square mile on this mountain range. It's one of the biggest aquifers from California to here. So anyway, I wanted to go through that a little bit. I'm not going to include the audio in this particular video, just because I don't need the backlash from everybody giving me shit. I thought it was a pretty good video, but some didn't. Some thought I was doing it for personal gain or some weird stuff, shouldn't swear. But I'm not. The truth of the matter is, why would I? What do I have to gain? Not a damn thing. Just time, family, everything else is more of a negative than a positive as far as me taking this time to do this. Anyway, so I'm not going to include it just for the backlash situation. I don't want to have to hear it, you know. I hear it enough. And I mean, I've almost been tempted just to turn remarks off. But really, that's the only way I have to touch base with a lot of you good people. There's always going to be those sorry, well, you know. Anyway, I'm not in this to bash other people, and I think most researchers have good intentions, and they do it their way. Just like if they did their particular research here, it would be completely different. They might do okay, but the truth is they would have to adapt to this particular area, and vice versa if I was to go there. Anyway, I just wanted to go through and tell you, you know, they can make noises from high-pitched girl noises all the way to grunts, all the way to mimicking our voice even, if they wanted to. I don't know if that's been done. I hope not. And there's just a lot of things that they can do all that. Just think of what they truly can do. So anyway, I hope this helps. If not, I really don't care. It's not about me. It's about seeing what I want to see. And for those of you that have been on board and have been good support, stay frosty. Look at all those blue jays. That is cool. Little suckers will have that food gone in a heartbeat. That is awesome. Okay. I need you guys to hear this. This is really some weird stuff. Okay. Come on. What that was, I don't know. I left the recorder out here and hopefully it picks up something. Something's out there screaming, but not really a scream. It's more of a argument type. I don't know what the hell it is. It's just weird. Hear that? Listen.
insane. I'll have to edit some of this because I'll come back in a little bit. There's been some things rattling in the shed, but this was right there. Listen. It's been a weird night. Something over there. Whatever it is, there's more than one. Feel like I'm being ambushed. Okay, I need to get the heat thing. Okay, last night right down there, and then over here too, there was something. I actually heard other things over this way from my cabin, from right off that deck right there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it was. Didn't sound like a scream. It sounded more like talk of some kind of loud talk, or I don't know what it was. I was talking to my wife at the same time that was happening, which was really weird because she couldn't hear it on the phone, but man, I could. Yeah, it's some people get on me thinking, oh, why do you talk so much? And you talk over, why do you whisper? Saying, shh, listen. Well, first, it's habit. Whenever you hear something you don't know what it is, and you feel like somebody's with you, you say, shh, listen. And secondly, if I do want somebody to hear it, they're not going to hear it over me talking loud. And if I didn't talk and didn't explain what I'm doing, it would be a pretty dry video, to be honest with you. I mean, I've got that recorder set out. I got 9 hours of video or audio last night, so it ought to be interesting to see. Anyway, this is on their property, and I don't know what that is. Looks like some kind of a, I don't know, maybe it's just natural. You know, the one thing about this whole channel and all this recording and everything, and the problem is this: you get to a point where you hear and see so many things that the things that you used to record that you thought were interesting become boring. And I think that's where a lot of researchers get, is they get to that point where, you know, unless I actually see one, it's not worth recording. You know, and I've felt that. But to me, there's still things out here, regardless of whether, you know, it's screaming or it shows itself on a trail cam, or you know, I've got to get one of my trail cams brought in. I don't think it's doing all that well. What's weird is I have a fence around this thing. It's at least 6.5 feet tall, and deer and everything else can get, it's just a waste. The only thing that can't get over it's a human being, and they could if they wanted to bad enough. So anyway, my whole thought process is, yeah, it's to the point where I want to see one really bad. You know, I want to film one, but at the same time I become more, I want to understand what they are, why they're here, what they do, and how to commingle somewhat. Because I have a cabin up here, and that puts me in a unique situation. Had I not had this cabin, I doubt I'd be doing this, to be honest. Well, I know I wouldn't. I would have never come across those tracks to start this whole thing. So I think I'm in it for a while, at least until I find what I'm looking for. And on the way, I hope I find a lot of cool things that are, you know, the one thing is I've got to do a good gifting site. I always get up here and in a hurry and want to explore, and I don't get to it. I've got to go get that done. Anyway, that's enough for now. I actually drove up here, but I thought this was cool. Look at this. Isn't that cool as hell? This is down closer to the valley, but it's really cool. I mean, that's old stuff. And there's another one over here. I mean, look at that barnwood. Big old railroad ties. I mean, that's just awesome. There's another one over here. I mean, these dugouts are really pretty damn cool. I mean, I think that's just cool. I'm sure some people think it's stupid, but for me, these are pretty cool. Because you got to think of what happened, what they went through, and how damn tough they were. I can't even imagine. Anyway, around a little bit off the road, went up into this area that I've never been to. There must have been some kind of either an old well or an old mine, because there's this weird, strange, I don't know if you call it a town site, maybe more like a prospector's place. Oh, look at that. What are the chances of that? Anyway, look at this. It's just freaking awesome. I mean, wow. This is really cool. Found a horn. Ooh. There's a badger's hole. Hey, buddy. Don't come out. Little bastard to come out. Yeah. Anyway. Look at this old wood. I mean, this is just... Some people think it's probably stupid, but I think it's cool. Not sure what they use that for. Probably drying hide or something. Very cool. Look at that old homestead. I mean, wow. Yeah, I said that a couple times, that I like these, but I'll say it again. I like them. I like to see the history. And the reason why they were built here, and I know primarily it was because of the gold and silver that they excavated from here. I need to come out here when I have more time to that old fence. And even down there. Kind of makes you wonder whatever happened and why. What made them leave? Look at that. That was done with a hatchet or an axe. That's so cool. trying to scrape out a living. Now you know why a lot of them, I'm sure, were alcoholics. They just didn't have much. And it's not like they could run to the grocery store, pick up some food. Anyway, I just thought it was cool. I think I'm on my way now. Okay, the moon's out. I don't know if you can see that on this camera. You should. I don't know if you can or not, but something keeps banging out in there, and there's nobody there. I'm here. There's nobody that could make a sound that would be close to me. Anyway, it's been going on for a while, but every time I go out, it stops, but there's nothing there. And I can see, I wish this thing would, I don't know if it'll show anything, but hopefully I can catch it on film. Okay. I just got back from going up and I had a deer tag, a buck tag, so I went out just to see. I didn't see any deer. Today's my last day, so anyway, I know a lot of you don't like that deer get killed and stuff. Either do I, actually. But a lot of deer up here winter kill, and so the Fish and Game gives out as many tags as needed so that they don't end up winter killing and just going to waste. But anyway, back to, I get so many questions about trail cams and what I think would be that would work. I honestly believe that if we were able to put a trail cam underground with only the face, the camera lens sticking out underneath the shroud, so it might limit your peripheral, but you would still be able to see straight ahead. I'm gonna try that. I haven't done it yet. There's so many things I haven't done. Been in the middle of trying to get my cabin all done, and I do have water, which is a huge plus. But I am gonna set up some kind of a box and put that in. The other thing is I have a lot of people that get on here and they think because this area is different than some of the aspen fir areas that there couldn't be a Sasquatch here. Well, let me tell you a story. If there are human beings where human beings are, there's Sasquatch wherever they want to be. We're all adaptable, and to think that we aren't is being naive. If it was me, I would go to the place that both was warmer, with a lot of game, water, springs, anything I needed, berries, pine nuts. That would be my ideal spot. Not deep, thick woods where everything can hear you walking. But again, they're there too. I mean, I'm not dishing anybody a shot regarding where they research. I think all researchers are good. I mean, they're all trying to do their best, from what I can see. Some maybe a little worse than others, but it's not my place to judge them.
I just know this particular area, if it wouldn't have been for this cabin, this would have never happened. And I think, to be honest with you, I think they're beginning to come to this cabin more and more. They've been here with the rock, and rock freaked me out. And with the noises, and I'm just hoping, you know, one of them steps out down below where I can film it, or they let me. The other thing I want to do is I might actually start putting up a gifting area here at my cabin to see what happens, because I own 20 acres and then there's other property beyond that. But if I could set something up here, because I know they're coming here, I absolutely know, then I could set something up. And that way, every time I come up, I can learn, I can go and take inventory on what it is. I'm kind of excited about trying that too. You know, and there's other people that don't like, you know, and I don't like to bitch. I just don't. But I never in my wildest dream thought people were so stupid, to be honest with you. There are some dumbass bastards out there. Think they know everything about the mountains, think they know everything about Sasquatch, think they know everything about filming, think they know everything about everything. Now, you guys, I appreciate, because I wouldn't be here had it not been for you. I know nothing compared to the majority of you. All I'm doing is showing what I've found here and their adaptability, which means, you know, obviously they're in the South, Texas, Alabama, all those southern states, and even over into the Northeast. But the phenomenon of Bigfoot, to me, gets in your blood, and I hate that. I don't need anything else dragging my time away, but it's too late now. So I hope, and I'm sure you have a lot more questions. I have, you know, I would love to be able to answer them all, and sometimes I don't get to every single person on the comments, but I try. So if I didn't this last time, don't take offense to it. It's only because I skimmed, and some of the questions were decent, and some of the questions were awesome, and some of the questions were really good. So everybody that asked a question needed an answer, and I'll try to get to those. The other thing is I'm going to try to get up in the morning and go out to that little feeding area where I have that trail cam, and I'm going to go and see if I can get up early and I can see what's out there. Hopefully the night is peaceful, but that scream, oh. Anyway, stay frosty. Okay, one more thing. A lot of you don't know, turn this on. A lot of you don't know what the term stay frosty is. So I'm going to tell you. And we've done it before, but to be honest, it means to be on your toes and to be aware of everything around you, your surroundings, and to be able to act at once and not become complacent. That's what the term stay frosty means, which to me is a great word, because it envelops so many different things. But anyway, I wanted to expound a little bit on that because a lot of you don't know what that means. Last night I came across these, or today. There was some weird stuff going on last night. Weird, weird, weird. It almost looks like it's got 6 dang toes. And then you can kind of see it trail off. It doesn't really show how big, but it's right next to my truck, or pretty close. It's freaky. That looks like a footprint to me. It's huge, but there's not any more. It's almost like that one and then over onto that rock. Wow. Another track, but they're old. They look like quite a bit older. It's just weird how they're able to. I mean, that looks like there was some there. Stood there. Huh. That's pretty dang cool. Find my Trailcam. Don't have my microphone, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me. I think it's right here somewhere. Or somebody took the dang thing. Yeah, it's awful quiet. I mean, awful quiet. I don't know if that was there before. I might have. That's pretty crazy. I don't think that was there. Man, I'm telling you, it gets thick in here. Anyway, I'm not even up near the Trailcam. I was trying to find some arrowheads. Maybe I will. Big old rabbit. Not scared of anything, are you, buddy? Are you scared? Huh? Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. That's cool. Where'd you go, buddy? Huh? I think he's right there. No, he took off down there. Looking for gold. See that dark silt? It's the heavier dirt. But you know, I've been up here a long time, and I have no luck. And those little sparkly things, they don't get picked up on any kind of detector that I know of. Anyway, I haven't found anything. Cam. I don't know which trees it's on. There's the. Look at that. That lean-to. Holy shit. The hell? What the hell is that? Ooh. It's gamey. Good hell, that gives me the freaking creeps in here. Oh, well, I'm leaving it. I'm not gonna touch it. Shit.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Who's that?